Hello there everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing Realm of Ink. Now I know you may be like, hey Julius, why are you recording this and not streaming it? Julius, what's up with that? And I would have to respond to you like, you know, video content is king on YouTube, streams don't get recommended too much. It's really a shame, but I gotta make recorded content in addition to streaming content. Anyway, let's talk to the lady. What do you mean by them? Awkward. Why is she tiny now? Why is the fox girl tiny now? That's what I want to know. I don't pay attention to the lore. Why would I pay attention to the lore? Alright, what do we got here? What character do we want to play as this time? Oh! That's a new character in its entirety. Okay. And, okay, let's see what that character does, I guess. Oh, wait, press X for details. It doesn't... What? I guess they didn't, exactly explain that. They don't exactly explain this, I guess. This is based off of that one boss enemy that, with the big tits from earlier, I think. Doesn't seem like a terrible enemy. Press Y to perform a heavy attack, or unleash a wave, and I move slowly during the period. Okay. Alright, I think I understand it now. Let's get... This artifact is the Celestial Pivot Calamity Chronicle. I've kept it with Dr. Leo for the time being. You can get him from whenever you need it. What's it for? This artifact can change the appearance of the world and help you with your cultivation. Alright. Effective and only in... I need to increase the difficulty. Alright. What? That's odd. So apparently there's like more difficulty levels I have to beat? No wonder I beat this game so single-handedly. Alright, actually I think I'm going to just do regular sword character. Regular sword character is always a good choice. I like a good sword character. But we're doing the top difficulty the game has for me right now. Let's see how far we can get in it. Let's see how far we can get in it. That'd be nice. Alright, first of all, we start off with Wailing Flute. When entering a room, summon 3 straw enemy corrupted ghosts. Basically, the summoning thing. And that is a feathering. I actually do enjoy that. Now, let's see. Heavy attack speed increased. All my swift heavy attacks are now... Okay, that makes sense. Now, what are we going to start with? What do we want to start with? I do want a bleed build. Ink, God, Sun, Moon. When you first use an ink skill in a boss room or a foe forge, summon the ink god's punishment. Alright, interesting, but I don't want to do that. What do I want to start with? I think I'll just take the Ruinsome Tusk. And now we'll select an ink gem to start with. I'm going to start with the needle ink because bleed damage is absolutely busted in this game. Just take them and let's get this run on the road. By the way, if you're at all watching this and want to help the channel, be sure to watch through the entire thing and be sure to comment, "Praise be to the Possum Lord Steve." Oh, those are the ghosts I was talking about. Are those the ghosts I was talking about? Those are the ghosts I was talking about. Alright, they don't harm me. They just fight the enemies I fight. I haven't seen that item before, actually. I have not seen that item before. Alright, let's see how this goes. So, starting off, we just gotta launch a few needles, see if we can do good damage, but it's not gonna be terrible, I guess. Launch a magic circle to do more damage. Just get out of the way of the launching attacks. That would be rough if I didn't get out of the way of the... they're gonna explode. I do not want to explode. I don't want to explode today, thank you. Now, what perk did we get here? Lunar Scythe. When light attack, heavy attack, or ink skill deals damage, there's a 5% chance to do a slash attack dealing additional damage. That's just additional damage right there, baby. That's just additional damage right there. Let's try this again. I'll let my little guy, my ghost, take care of that. Oh, they're doing summoning things now for ice portals. That's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. But the room itself is complete now. Guardian Ink, we don't care about that. We're just gonna turn that into ink gems to upgrade our gems later. We're going to the Elixir Hub, because elixirs actually have really good benefits that are worth having. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, they hit me. They hit me. That's not nice of them. That's not nice of them at all. Thank you. Anyway, I should be able to take on the enemies quite a... Oh, no, sir. That's not cool. That's not cool, bro. Now I gotta stab you repeatedly with the needle gem. Alright, we're gonna take increased critical chance. 2% crit chance up is always nice to take. Now we are in this first room. I'm going to upgrade the feathering, because feathering is actually very nice. So let's see what that does. Basically, light attack critical chance increases. Every 4 light attacks you do, you fire a hidden weapon, bounces several times. When I deal damage, 12% chance to gain dark energy, which increases light attack damage. And its skill just increases light attack damage inside the area. Pretty good for the purposes we're going for here. Pretty good. Now we're going to take the Bloody Fang and the Crimson Cloak. Right now, that's all we can afford in terms of items, but those are some solid items to start with, I am not going to lie. Now there is a snow giant right here. It's time to beat it up. Beat it up! Beat him up! Now he creates a shockwave that I'm going to dash through. Ow. He hit me that time. That kind of sucked. That kind of sucked, I'm not going to lie. Ow. Ow. Okay, that stung. That stung. Get out of the way of that. I'm not dealing with... Oh, God. He's dashing too much, thank you very much. Yeah, they definitely increased the enemy's tankiness for this difficulty mode. This gives me additional damage increase after when I hit a wall while using dashing, cost, and avalanche shockwave. That is a boss-specific item that we were very lucky to have drop. Now we're going to reduce the cooldown of our ink skills and take the gems from this and a bit of healing from this. It took me a bit to let me pick it up. I don't know what was up with that, but oh well. I don't know what was up with that, but I'm doing some good damage now because of the damage increase. Hey, that wasn't nice. But we are doing good crit shenanigans right now, which I'm very happy about. I do love myself some crit shenanigans. Now, if we can really lean into the crit, we will have a great build on our hands. Just some crit damage would really go a long way right now, I'm not gonna lie. Just like a crit build I could see being fantastic. I would love a crit build, actually. And they're all dead. Also, there's a special elixir right here. Maximum HP plus. An HP modifier is actually very nice to have on us. We get silver, we get an elixir. I'll take a luck elixir to increase our future drops. And, what does Gilded Fan do? Nothing I want. We'll take the Croc Drum for more crit. We don't want to waste one of our precious rerolls this early in the run when we don't have too many Destiny elixirs. Wasting it when you don't have a Destiny elixir is definitely not ideal, if that's the term. Anyway, we're using our pet to absolutely annihilate these cute little snowballs. Rest in piss, little guys. Anyway. Oh no, I'm a snowball murderer. Whatever shall I do? Murder more snowballs? Alright then. Technically, they're the Yeti's children, but they're basically just little snowballs. We're going to turn this into ink gems, and then when we can, upgrade the, we have enough ink gems to upgrade our needling, which is very nice, actually. Very nice for us in terms of what we'll need for the boss battle. It'll be very important. Ow, 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 that hurt, that hurt. Sir, that hurt a little bit. Please don't smack me. Only my wife gets to smack me because, haha, abuse. Actually, no, that's not funny now that I said it out loud. What can I say to not get canceled for saying this? Please don't cancel me. Ooh woo. Oh whoa. I don't know. Anyway, that's another elixir. We're gonna take another spirit revive to shorten the... Oh, he takes a ton of my health to get a legendary perk. Pretty good, actually. When I use ink skills, launch a drum. Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? We're already right by the place where I can get a heal, so it's really basically free. All I have to do is spend a bit of silver to heal up. That's all I really have to do there. Not to mention the red cloak will mitigate the issues I have for that. Now, where's the food lady? There's the food lady. Spicy rabbit legs. I'd say we're good on healing there. Now, let's see. Lotus lantern. We do not care about the Lotus Lantern. Perk damage increase. What is this thing over here? I haven't seen that before. Increase the amount of ink stones obtained by 15. Unlike Inkyrin King Majin at each transit station. And you can exchange... Yeah, sure, I'll take that just for the increased ink stones. And I do not have enough money for the Buddha mace. Really a shame, but it is what it is. Now we have to fight... Monkey. Hello, monkey! Hello there, monkey man. I'm gonna kick your ass now. He's gonna throw a sword. He's gonna jump in and do a giant big slice. I dash in. Like to do that. But he's a lot tankier in this form, so I gotta be careful. As long as I can stack a ton of bleed on him, we'll be fine, I guess. Phase 1 is done. As long as we can get sufficiently strong in the next area, I shouldn't have it. Oh god, he's going monkey kung fu! Monkey man kung fu! Monkey man kung fu! Please save me from the monkey man kung fu! The monkey man has learned kung fu, dear lord. The monkey man has died while using his kung fu. Anyway, he's dead. Now we'll take the money, the jade ink. What does this do? Dual stance. After using ink skills, heavy attack damage increases. The range increases. It's pretty good. Where heavy attack range and damage is increased by a modifier. Honestly, I'm taking the flat modifier. We could take the other one later, I guess. I'll do one reroll here and take the Ink Fury Elixir. More critical chance is always lovely to have. I would love some crit chance, I'm just saying. They're not giving me the alternate path this time. They're going with regular temple. Not terrible, actually. I'm pretty decent with the characters in this area. Oh, God. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty decent with the characters in this area. Hey, you bitch slapped me. That's not cool. You took away 26 of my health. How dare you? Anyway, I'm going to take a luck elixir. More luck, get more better items later. It'll be great. Now we're going to Trial Valley. We have to defend the objective, basically. You basically have to defend the objective. Pretty easy, actually, is when you know what you're doing. But, do I actually know what I'm doing? That's the question. Do I actually know what I'm doing? Questions for later. I just have to last for another 10 seconds, so I should be fine. Should being the operative term, actually. Anyway, 5 seconds left. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Just let the pet annihilate the rest of the enemies, and we'll be good. We got our rewards here, and everything is fine. Now let's see here. Get some Rage Elixir for critical damage. Critical damage is pretty nice. Turn the Venom Ink into stones. Now let's see. Soul Sealing Jar, when using ink skills, releases a magical mist that applies a curse. I don't care about that. I'm just going to take the Lucky Panda because that basically just increases gold gain. Very nice to have, actually. Just items that increase gold gain this early in the run. Fantastic to have those. Absolutely fantastic. Great to have these kind of items in your... Alright, turn the sun ink into gems. It's really nice that we get more gems from the gem thing. Otherwise, we'd be in a little bit of a rough state. Oh. You know, that is what a dog would say, a rough state. Oh god, I'm getting smacked hard. What the hell? What the hell? Who's summoning those giant... Oh, it's the Faux Forge, right. That's why that's happening. I was a little, I didn't think things through again. Whoops. Alright, what do we got here? Protective Talisman or an Emerald Ring? I'm taking an Emerald Ring. Also, there's another character. Okay, she gives me some healing, actually, for a really good price. That doesn't give me any healing. Me asks for healing, buys healing. Lady, how about I just give you a shit ton of damage modifier? That's basically how that came across. Anyway, what do we got here? Silver coin increase. Damage has a 5... Bleed. Oh, that's a new bleed item that I very much enjoy. Now, what does the Venom Plume do? It's for Venom things. I don't care about that. And we're going to take the thing that gives us damage reduction. Now, do we have enough, what's it called, to upgrade, well, we have enough to upgrade the feathering, so I guess we'll do that. It's not like we're gonna find that other critical item-based, item later, but, having some feathering on our side seems like a really good take. Now we're gonna fight Gretus Malextetuus, a three-headed freak. I know, it's a three-headed freak, I know. Just avoid the Blood Blast, because they suck like that. I say, well, they spew energy. Yeah, we're at the point where we're powerful enough to pretty much nuke bosses. It's kind of odd thinking you're so powerful this early into a run, when you're at, like, the current highest difficulty the difficulty will go for you. Tiger Roar Elixir. Get 5% critical chance permanently, and a bunch of critical damage. That is actually good for our purposes here. We do want a ton of critical chance. Anyway, we have a lot of damage right now because of the feathering. It's really helping us a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Turn the Abyss Ink into stones. I still think it's funny how, just repositioning my PC helped my internet go from, like, 2 kbs a second. It's so terrible. And now it's like, oh yeah, your upload speed's now absurd. Anyway, drop rate of boss perks increases by 20%. Oh, fuck, yeah. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. Sure, this early in the run, and we already did get a boss item. I'm not complaining. Damage modifier increases, and the ink pet modifier increases. Not terrible, actually. Also, we got an NPC over here. Sir, I'm not partaking in the primordial gems today. You may not want to leave me alone, but I want to leave you alone, thank you. That man just gives you a gem that basically turns you into a god for the run. I don't want to do that today. I do not want to do that today. I could do that today, but I really want to have a normal, non-primordial ink gem run today. It's been like a ton of ink gems for a while. It's just been a little rough. Anyway, we'll take a Rage Elixir for more critical damage. Actually, let's pick this up for a bit of healing. Now we're going to the perk stand, because that's the best way to get more powerful. Anyway, that Blood Sickle is going to be doing some work for us. I'm not going to lie. That Blood Sickle is going to be doing absolute business for us. Also, I wasn't looking for a second. I may have gotten a hit there. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, perk. Blood Hex. More bleedings damage. Yes. We do want more bleed right now. We do love ourselves some bleed. Now, do we have enough to upgrade the blood thing? Need a link? Yes. Yes. Enemies hit by bleeding instances 20 times will activate Needle Sacrifice and leading a blood explosion. Yes, please. I'm taking that happily, thank you. Not anything here worth having. Making you deal... Yeah, no, that's worth. Calamity Feather Pendant's worth having. Clearing the boss room drops 1 extra dish. I don't care about that. When you dash enemies you touch, gain a sling mark. This mark detonates after receiving a light or heavy... Yeah, sure. I don't have enough coins. Whoops. If I had enough coins, I'd grab that, but no, now we gotta fight the Buddha Man. Do you know the Buddha Man, the Buddha Man, Buddha Man? Do you know the Buddha Man that I'm about to gape his cheeks? All thoughts, desires lead to nothing. Well, how about they lead to your ass kicking? Wow, just my existence is killing my allies, dear lord. See what I mean? We're just busted right now. We have just become busted. If it stays this way, I'll be happy. Like, things do get harder the further into a run you go, but like, we have like 30 stacks of bleed right now. It's absolutely wild. Wait, did I do a perfect? Did I perfect him? I think I no-hit that guy. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Did I do that? Alright, what do we got here? Dual stance, rousing drums. When heavy attack hits an ink pet, accelerates a... no. Ripple strike. No, we're not doing that. We're going to re-roll that, actually. Glutton Blade. Yes. Glutton Blade is huge, actually. More dishes you eat, the more damage you do. It's actually huge. So basically, just invest in the lady that cooks dishes, and you'll have a ton of power. I don't know if that activates retroactively, like for the dishes I've previously eaten, but if it does, that's even bigger than I thought. But somehow, I don't think that's the case. Somehow, I just don't think that's the case. It'd be too busted if that was the case. Shiny Luggage. Drop rate of epic or rarer perks increase. For every perk you have, perk damage... Oh dear. Oh dear. For every perk you have, perk damage is increased, and different rarities give for different things. And if you have a cursed perk, it gives you a ton, actually. That's wild. I would take the Chaos Bomb. The Shiny Luggage is insane. Shiny Luggage is insane, actually. I have to take it. I have to take it. I'm sorry, but I have to take it. Also, this area is just a place where the objective is survive. Current objective, survive. There's like a timer you have to survive on while avoiding things. It's not as bad as it seems, actually. You just gotta be mindful of your dodge button, because those are on cooldowns. You're only bound to get hit once, if at most, in here. If I get hit twice, I'm so upset. I got hit twice in here, I'm so upset. But still, we'll be in good shape. We're in good shape, only got hit twice. We are fine, everything is fine. Also, another NPC showed up. Parasitic Bug, no. Gilded Pocket, no. We're gonna reroll this, actually. I don't like it. I don't care about the bonsai. Critical damage increase, yes. I would like some critical damage. Ooh, more Tiger Roar Elixir. Yes, please. Reroll. Take a Rage Elixir. No, wait. No, I'm searching for a specific elixir. Fine, I'll take the Lotus Elixir. I wanted the critical damage, but fine, be that way. Oh, this man, basically, you gamble with him. Let's go gambling! I got this. Yeah, I'll take Spirit Revive. One gamble later. Oh, got a whole perk out of that. Gonna reroll that. Rain Step Boots. Honestly, I'm just taking the Ryui Scepter. It's probably the best thing we got going for us here. Bit of silver every room, passive money generation. Not terrible at all, actually. Not terrible at all. But we do have really good damage right now, which I'm super happy about. Now, what's in this perk? Soul Chalice, when an enemy dies, increase attack speed. Yeah, that sounds good. Attack speed's always lovely to have. Now we're going to the Elixir Hub, though I could probably get more use out of the silver. I really want the elixirs. If we're lucky enough, we'll get a legendary elixir, and basically what that means, we might get a bleeding legendary elixir, and let's just say the bleeding legendary elixir is a little absurd. I don't think we're going to have that kind of luck, but anyway, we got the Blossom Elixir. Good for our bleeding damage, actually, so we'll take that. Next area, we're going to the shop. We are going to the shop. What do we got here? 100 herb gourd. When you pick up this perk, drop a random common elixir, 1 rare elixir, 1 random epic elixir. That's just good. That's just good shit. That's just good shit. Little feather elixir. Light attack speed increase, dark energy stack limit increases when you enter a room game. That's actually fantastic. I've never gotten that one before, but I'm glad I got it. I was very glad I got that. That's very cool. You don't have enough to upgrade the feather ink yet. Really a shame, but we'll invest in that later. Alright. Oh, is this a new boss? No, this is an enhanced version of the boss. They are not usually this color. They are not usually this color. Like, still they're dying fast, but like, this is an enhanced version of the boss. I will not be taking questions. Sure, light attack damage increase. It's going for the build we're going for anyway. Anyway, just turn that into gems, go to the next area. Faux Forge. I think we get like a guaranteed good elixir for that. That'd actually be huge. But right now, we're doing great damage. If this is a series you'd like me to do, like going through the difficulty levels of this game, please leave a comment saying so. Or if you want a roguelike game series, a specific roguelike game, I would love to hear your roguelike game recommendations. Because I can actually do them now. Anyway, we got Curse Effect, Ink Skill Damage inflicts a Gritting Curse, don't care. Bleeding Damage increase. Non-bleeding DOT damage can trigger the Bleeding Curse twice. Yeah, Ghost Thorn's fantastic for the purposes we have today, and another Celestial Ink. Now, I believe she just takes a bunch of my coins and gives me 50 ink stones. Very nice, actually. Very nice exchange we got there, because of the thing we got previously. Increased the ink gems we would get from her. If it weren't for that, it wouldn't have been worth it. But because of the item we took earlier increasing our inkstone gain, it was in fact very much worth it. Anyway, the Dark Matter stacks are absolutely wild right now. What do we got here? Mirror of Clarity, damage reduction. Yeah, we'll take that. We will take that, thank you. Now it's Gem Abyss. We do need some more ink gems, so that's good. Basically, we're just going to use our ink gems to upgrade something and get more elixirs later. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another legendary elixir. Maybe we'll be... That's a lot of elixirs in here, I'm not going to lie. Most of it's just healing stuff, but I'm actually not complaining about it. Like, because that's a chance to get some perma buffs, like the Ink Pet Damage Modifier Plus. Got another one. We got plenty of those. Holy shit. This area was great. That area was great. Oh, dear lord. Anyway, we're going to obliterate them, like Exodia obliterated Kaiba. Yugi boy! Merry Christmas, Yugi boy! I don't know, it just sounded funny in my head. Anyway, we got our elixir right here. Rage elixir for more crit damage. Crit damage is great. I love the crit damage. No, alright, Glutton. Glutton Blade. Gotta eat these for damage. Now, do I have anything worth getting? No, nothing was even worth getting over here. Nothing was even worth getting over there, so it was definitely worth getting the damage. Anyway, we're upgrading our Feather Ink. At 40 stacks, Hidden Weapon will... Hang on. Hidden Weapon will trigger a Feather Blade Storm. Well, because of that legendary elixir we got earlier, we just get guaranteed 50 stacks. So that's actually massive. That's actually massive. Oh wow, Rune Shears. Basically, when I use a light attack, heavy attack damage increases. When I use a heavy attack, light attack damage increases. Actually pretty good for the purposes we have today. Anyway, we're going to buy a bunch of elixirs from this thing. Luck Elixir. Gonna reroll that. Chaos Force for a damage modifier. And later on in the run, I can just use ink stones to buy elixirs. It's pretty nice, actually. Anyway, Yandere with big titties. I'm going to kick her ass. Oh, good water. Alright, let's get this shit. These guys are a little bit more tanky than I remember. That's a little rough. That's a little rough, but I'm dealing damage to them effectively, so I'm happy. Alright, now I just gotta fight her, and since she's a stationary boss in Phase 2, I can make good use of my magic circle with the feathering. There we go. That's the damage increase we want. That's the damage increase. Ah, I took damage. That's the damage increase we want, baby! That's the damage increase we want. Wait, is my audio even working? I hate... Okay, it is working. Also, did we get a boss item? Spirit Seed. Autocast every... Oh, that's insane. Oh, that's a boss item right there. I like that they added boss items. I think that's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely taking Endless Wave. That's great, actually. Endless Wave seems like a great thing. Anyway, another Tiger Roar Elixir. Very nice. Tiger Roar Elixir for crit damage and crit chance. We're just going to have guaranteed crits all day long at this point, which I'm very happy about. Oh, we're going to the place where the deer is. A deer, a female deer. I think there was a song about that at some point. I don't quite remember what it was, but oh, this area. This area's got a lot of AoE going for it, so it's a little rough. I might take a lot of damage, but I just gotta be careful about it, and then I'll be... I'll run away. But we're doing more than enough damage for ourselves right now. Ooh, Thunder Fist. Thunder Fist is a very good ability, actually. Going to Trial Valley. This one's another defense wave, I think. Yeah. And we're definitely more than powerful enough to keep this place safe. Kill. The only issue with this is these enemies have such absurd AoE and range that defending this will get difficult if I don't do it right. But the petals are going to do such absurd damage, it's going to be great. Yep, it's defended. We got that right. Alright, we got 2 elixirs. One of them is supposed to be an enhanced elixir. There we go. Honestly, I'm going to take the organic wine and... Oh! Needle elixir! I was looking for you! Basically, I cast the legendary Needle Storm every 2 seconds. It's great. Not to mention, it increases my bleeding damage. This is a great build. Also, now we have more critical chance. This is just amazing. This is just amazing at this point. We're having a great build on our hands. There's nothing that could really make it better, I don't think. Watch something come along that makes it better, I would laugh my ass off. But we're doing great right now. We're having a great time. We're just destroying everything on our side. I wonder how the Ink God's gonna hold up to us. Like, our first phase was very tanky, so like I do have worries that we'll be in rough shape. But I'm not too worried. Oh, another legendary. Another legendary. You can talk to Grace and hand over to... Oh, the Primordial Ink Gem. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Spirit Gathering Ring, no. I'm just taking a moment's time. Primordial Ink is great for, like, when you want to have a stupid run. But, like, I've invested too much into this bleed build to really take that right now. I've literally invested my entire build into bleed. So, it would actually make me a little bit weaker to take the Primordial Ink Gem, as painful as that truth may be. Anyway, another perk. Oh, we're getting a lot of these things. Now, when you dash, all your damage is... Okay? I guess we just do big boy damage after dashing now. Alright. Be that way, get... Next boss drops a guaranteed... Oh, it... Oh, God. So now the next boss drops a guaranteed boss perk! Yay! Yay! That's interesting. Alright, what do we got? Oh, yeah, that's gonna be great for us. And now we can buy a bit of food for more damage. Buddhist Temptation. You know, because Glutton Blade doing its thing. Glutton Blade is gonna be wild. Now we're fighting a giant panda. The giant panda is gonna drop its boss perk, I guess. Hello there, what boss perk do you own, sir? Oh, just avoid that real quick. I'll be fine. There we go, he's dead. Now what's the boss perk? Autocast, the Phantom of Panda, dealing 100 points, applies 3 random curses. Not terrible, actually. Not terrible in terms of an item. Also, I get to dish for that. Which gives me even more damage. It's fantastic. Now let's... Oh, right, I'm not getting rid of Needlelink. If I accidentally got rid of Needlelink right there, I would have never let myself hear the end of that. I would have never let myself hear the end of that. Needlelink is like the crux of this build. We're just I am become death, destroyer of worlds. The drum's making it so I can't even see the thing. Alright, let's see. I don't really want any of these. We'll just... Sure, I'll take the Tripodia Toad. That's more damage. I'd love some damage. We're going to the Elixir Hub. The summons we're doing are basically negligible at that point. Also, I find it weird you're allowed to kill your own summons with that item I had earlier. Like, oh yeah, kill your own summons. What's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that could happen is I don't have my summons anymore, but we're gonna ignore that. Tiger Roar Elixir for more crit damage, lovely, and crit chance, but I really just want the crit damage. The crit damage is what we're really leaning into today. The crit damage is what we really want. Anyway, this area is usually rougher than most areas, so there's going to be a lot more enemies, so we got to be very careful so we don't get hit too hard. But of course, if we're fine, everything will be fine. We're too powerful to lose at this point. You ever heard of the phrase, too big to fail? That's pretty much our run at this point. I don't care about the sword gem, but we could do that another run maybe if anyone wants to see that. Sure, more crit chance, why not? Basically, I gamble with my life on this guy. Bandana shows what he does for that. Anyway, got a perk. Yoji Bell. Drop rate of legendary elixirs increases, but the types of legendary elixirs are no longer bound to the ink gems you carry. Yeah, sure. That's great. I already have a few legendary elixirs, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. Anyway, no, we want the perk stand. But we'll get a lot of elixirs soon because of the ink gems we have, so we'll be fine. Also, we're taking big boy damage here because I lost focus for a moment. That's completely my bad. I'm not gonna lie, that was completely my bad. But that just shows you how much damage the enemies are doing now at this difficulty. The worm difficulty. You know, like a dragon, but not quite. That's what worms are in terms of lore. Also, damaging me as soon as I finish the room. Real classy. When you dash, enemies you touch gain a sting mark. Yes, you will take that. Dash through an enemy and actually obliterate them. Yes, please. Just gonna grab this health real quick. I find it weird how it's only 9 health per drop, but it's like, eh. Alright, we're gonna buy the food from the lady for more damage. And we're not gonna buy anything over here because of the item that makes it so more... Oh, what's it called? More money I have, the more damage modifier I have. That's what I meant. Oh, Leafy Dew Elixir. That's a little rough. Leafy Dew means I do more damage by a weird modifier formula that's separate from everything else. But I also take more damage, so that was a little bit of a risk right there. Anyway, we're fighting the Kitsune now. Watch as this thing drops a boss perk too. That'd be wild. That'd be wild if they did that. Anyway, lady, I'm gonna have to kill you now. Whoa, run away from that. Thank you very much. That's phase 1. Now she's gonna get angry. Now she getting angry and humanoid, and honestly, the monster fuckers are gonna have a field day with this one. The monster fuckers are gonna have a field day with this one, I'm just saying. They're gonna have a hell of a field day with this one. That is if they want. Oh, I almost didn't make it. I almost didn't make it out of that one. Alright, more deers are fighting me. This is a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie, but I survived. Father, why? 'Cause you're a freak-ass deer. You're a deer, a freak-ass deer. Oh, we got the Ink God Sun Moon Wheel. Yeah, sure. Wait. How much damage does this thing do? That's a lot of damage, actually. Holy shit. That's a lot of damage that thing does. I know it counts as all damage types, but holy shit. Anyway, we gotta fight Mr. Inkbrush Man now. Alright. I think we'll be fine against him. I'm more concerned about the deer lady. This guy's a lot easier to deal with, in my opinion. His moves are a lot easier. This is Divine Retribution. How about I kick your ass as Divine Retribution? Retribution. Retribution. I don't know. See what I mean? His patterns are simple. It's easy to take care of him. He's easy. He's easy sauce. Watch as I get my ass kicked by him anyway later on right after saying that. That'd be kind of funny actually, but it'd also be very sad. Anyway, this guy has like 2 phases. It's pretty rough. This phase is honestly worse than the other phase in terms of damage he does to you, but like... And mainly the page thing, because it's a little... the page thing he does right there is rough. The page thing he does right there is rough. Yeah, see what I mean? I knew this would happen. I'm taking too much damage now. I'm taking way too much damage. I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in. He's dead, but I took some heavy damage. My power, it fades. How about I kick your ass? Anyway, let's pick our items up, our healing and all that. Good thing we got that food dish thing, or else we'd be... Oh, Wailing Peepa. Heavy attack applies magic. When an enemy dies, cast Ink Blast, dealing additional damage. Autocast every 10 seconds, summon 2 stray enemies. Why doesn't this do this at the beginning? That makes no sense, but like, I'll take the sunglasses, I guess. I still don't understand how the sunglasses work. This is obviously more powerful than I would have gotten at the beginning, which I find very odd. Anyway, we're fighting the Creator Goddess now. Hello there, Creator Goddess Mommy. I'm here to kick your ass, cause... Oh, I have to do this again. Wait, can I buy food from every single one of these places? If I can buy food from every single one of these places, I could see something funny happening. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, we're gonna buy a few elixirs. Tiger Roar for more crit. Rage for more crit damage. And we're out of that stuff. Alright, we're gonna do a few rooms. Basically, we do 4 rooms, fight a mini-boss, then go do that again. But we're definitely doing more than enough damage to handle these guys easily. It's just the bosses I'm worried about. It's really only the bosses I'm worried about. That's an elixir. Oh! Dragon elixir. Heavy attack damage increases, and all clones and avatars deal more damage. Legendary elixir is a legendary elixir. Give it to me, baby. Give it... I would laugh my ass off if I could do that every time. I can do this every time. We're going to abuse Glutton Blade so much. We are going to abuse Glutton Blade so much here. Oh, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. Funny, 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 funny. I do love some funny builds. I do love some funny builds going on. I do love that. Also, the bleed damage is a little absurd right now, too. I'm not gonna lie. The DOT's doing wild shit right now. Celestial Elixir, grab another perk. Restoration Stone, as long as you're in a magic circle, receive damage reduction. When I take damage, summon a magic circle. Actually, considering we have an on-demand magic circle with feathers, that's actually huge for us. The on-demand magic circle is going to be wild for a bit there. Anyway, abusing Glutton Blade. Yay! Basically, I get 20% damage, just flat damage on each dish I have. So it's funny. It's funny. Get rid of the Beyblade marble. Oh, excuse me. Alright, take the perk. What do we got in there? Heavy attack damage increase. No. When entering a room, critical. No. Ink skills. I guess we're taking the needle. I guess. Not really the best loot right there, but it is what it is. Also, champion crown. Critical chance when ink skill. Yeah, that's too good not to take. Anyway, buy all these dishes, get all that critical chance. Damage, not critical chance. If it was critical chance, it'd just be beyond stupid. Anyway. But now, with that item, we basically get the ability to spam our skills an absurd amount, too. It's gonna be a little funny. Like, I get to just spam out needles all day long. It's wild. That might just be the last thing we need for this build. Basically just got money for that room, but it is what it is. But guess what I get to abuse again? I get to abuse Glutton Blade again. Yay! I hope the devs don't patch this out, because I'd be ruining a good thing. I would honestly be ruining a really good thing. Oh, I get to abuse it again! Yay! And now we have to do the rooms again. Dear Lord. The amount of times we can abuse Glutton Blade today is absolutely insane. I know what I'm gonna make the thumbnail, possibly. It'll just be like, oh yeah, it'll just be, just big boy damage. Anyway. I wonder if there's something specific that you'll get for, like, using the Ink God's Judgment against the Ink God. Because, like, the thing we fight at the end of the game is the Ink God. So, like, will the Ink God's Judgment not affect her? Or will it just insta-kill her? I can't imagine it not having an interaction, if that makes sense. Anyway, Spirit Revive. Anything good over there? No, but I am going to abuse the interaction some more. Yay! This is so stupid. This is so stupid. They're gonna have to patch that out. That's just stupid. Just like the amount of stacking of dish buffs you can do in this area. It's stupid. Not even without the ability to gain buffs from eating in general, the amount of stupidity it does is just a little bit much. Might have to go to the Discord and be like, hey guys, you might have to make it every other door, or just once per floor. This is a bit much. Alright, what we got here? When entering a new areas, I can't read that. I'm just gonna take the Triad Dart. But I can take both of these. Nice. Nice. I can take both those epic items. Howly epic. Epic. Veryly epic. But now I shoot out darts when I do light attacks too and gain a lot of light attack and speed, so it's... Woo boy. Woo boy. We doing big boy damage. Now we get this. It is another celestial ability. This celestial ink elixir, whatever it's called. Guess what I get to abuse again? Yay! God, it's becoming less and less funny each time, and I'm kind of sad about that. I'm a little sad about that. Anyway, this is the last room before the big boy boss. But the amount of damage we're getting from this is just absurd. So honestly, I'm not too upset. I'm not too upset. But, like, they're either going to have to nerf Glutton Blade or that specific shop. There is no in between. Watch as the devs just don't do that. DOT damage increases, DOT duration increases when enemy spawns. That's just good. That's just good. Let's get out of here. Gonna fight the Ink Lady. But guess what I get to abuse before doing that? Yay! Dear Lord. Alright, we gotta fight the Ink Goddess. Hello there, Mommy! Hi there, Mommy. Let's see how this goes. I shake this world, the rivers... I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read that. But I will kick her ass. Thoroughly, thank you very much. But yeah, the increasing of the cooldowns is wild. I'm not sure if we're doing damage to her. It's like not marking her as taking damage. It's not marking her as taking damage, actually. Why is she not taking damage? Why is she not taking damage? Oh, okay, the ink beasts are gone. I gotta fight her again. Now she's the moon! I also still have my revive, so we're still fine, even though we're low on health. Unless she just gets to supersede that for some reason. That'd be stupid if she could do that. She can't do that, right? She can't do that. She can't just supersede that, right? Anyway, she's dead. She's dead as hell. Hi, dead lady! How's it like being dead? Oh, nice titties. Thank you. Oh yes, get a dish for that I don't need. Lovely. I love that dish I don't need. Alright, got the Storm and Fury achievement, got the Worm Hairbrush, because I did on that difficulty. Very nice. Good water. Well, thank you all for watching today's video. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you all next time. New feature... I got Dragon Brush now, which means I can take advantage of that new thing they were telling me about. Alright, see you all next time. Bye-bye.